In today's video, we are going to take you through two different waxes with similar styles, but two very different experiences. Allow the wax to turn to a white haze, then use a plush microfiber towel to buff off the haze and reveal a beautiful shine.
The thinner the layer, the better the wax will be.
Why would you want to apply this over a ceramic coating? I don't care to test that theory on my own car. I'm going to test the wax on a test hood, and we'll take you through that process. I noticed it started to dry out rather quickly. Oh my God. It feels like a ceramic coating. Like, it honestly feels extremely slick. A few areas were harder to come off. You shouldn't have to fight wax that much. Now, it could be the applicator, because I followed the instructions precisely. I've been putting on wax for last 20 years of my life. Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Ryan. This is Fine Detailing. Thank you so much for joining. Let's get into the video today. So I'm very excited about this one. I think paste wax or liquid wax is starting to make a resurgence in the United States. Now, if you're watching this out of the UK, paste wax never went anywhere. I think with the increasing technologies over the years, we've moved away from paste wax and liquid waxes, and we've moved towards more of like ceramic spray sealants or even ceramic coatings. The newest competitor in the space is DIY Detail. They're a US-based company, and they have created a new liquid wax. And so with that following that they have in the US, this is likely going to stir some new excitement around waxes. Now, they're not the only ones to carry a wax. Some of the big competitors carry one. Kosh Chemie has a wax. There's other, Built Hamber has waxes, but in terms of like US manufacturers, Phoenix EOD has a wax. They're just falling off a little bit, right? So with the release of this new wax, I wanted to try it out, see how it fares against some competitors in the space or people that have been doing it a little while. So with that said, there's two different styles, right? There is liquid wax and there's paste wax. Paste wax is the old school wax in a metal can, which is actually really, really great to use. But the difference here is these are liquid waxes. They're a little bit easier to use, where you can kind of squirt them out on the applicators. And so they both come with their own applicators. So this is the DIY Detail applicator. This is what you also use for their ceramic coatings. It's like a foam sponge. And then this is the bag their applicator comes in. And then this is their applicator. Really nice. Similar to what we look at for tire dressings, except this is like a softer applicator pad, which is designed for waxes. So we're gonna put them both on, take you through the testing, see how they both fare, and we'll go from there. Now, the DIY Detail says they're specifically ceramic coating safe. I don't care to test that theory on my own car. That said, I'm going to test the wax on a test hood, and we'll take you through that process. One last thing, guys, why wax versus ceramic coatings or anything like that? First and foremost, it is a layer of protection. It's very easy to apply. I'll take you through that process. Oh my God. So with the DIY Detail wax here, as I'm applying it, you'll see it simply says start with a clean and dry surface, apply show-winning wax using a foam microfiber applicator, spread the wax in a circular motion, keeping it as thin as possible. Show-winning wax can also be machine applied using the DIY Detail red jeweling pad. Allow the wax to turn to a white haze, then use a plush microfiber towel to buff off the haze and reveal a beautiful shine. Safe on glass, chrome, most trim, tested in a small area. Can be applied over ceramic coatings to increase shine and gloss, or for additional water spot protection. That is really interesting. Like, you're thinking, like, why would you want to apply this over a ceramic coating? That's another thing to consider. If you have an outdoor car and you have to park next to a sprinkler or something, you could apply this over your ceramic coating, and that'll take the brunt of the damage from the hard water on the sprinkler. That said, we're going to get into the video, guys, and I'm going to take you through some of the applications. So we are going to get into our panel prep stage. Whenever we're applying a wax, we want to apply it to a clean and dry surface. So I'm just using some panel prep here just to make sure the surface is free of any sort of contamination. Obviously, this is my test hood, so I just wiped it down. There's not much on there. Next, I'm putting on 2 pea-sized drops on the applicator pad. This is the DIY wax. I noticed it started to dry out rather quickly, and I was doing circles, again, as prescribed by DIY, and then I actually had to add a 3rd drop because I couldn't get to the bottom of my panels. So I added just a 3rd drop, and again, circular motions helped me keep everything pretty well spread out, I'll say, and it worked out. I was able to get full coverage before moving on to the Yum side. So on the Yum side, what I did here was just add the same amount, 2 pea-sized drops, and went on to the panel. In fairness, I added a 3rd drop because that's how much I added on DIY, and it worked out just fine. Oh yeah, way slicker. The other one on application was really grabby. It was really kind of tough to apply. This is getting me through the whole panel where I had to reapply because this was drying out. Because this can't, I would be shocked if the DIY wax was actually supposed to be designed this way. Yeah, this goes on like butter, guys. This is how a liquid wax should be. Okay guys, that was your wax. A tale of 2 waxes, as the thumbnail suggests. 2 completely different experiences. I applied Yum wax as prescribed, 2 pea-sized drops, put it on. The wipe on was extremely easy, very slick, very glidey, if you will. I added a tad bit more when I probably didn't need to, but all of that almost got the full area that I was doing. DIY dried out very quickly, and then I had to add a little bit more. I'm sure someone will say, you applied it too thick, but I'm gonna overlay DIY's video and show you how thick it looked on their panel.
The thinner the layer, the better the wax will be.
Versus my panel, and you can be the judge of that. I'm really not gonna engage with you in the comments if we get into that. I probably will. But the difference is between application. Now it could be the applicator, because this is like a foam applicator and it's a little bit rougher, where this is also a foam applicator, but if you just feel it, it's much, much smoother, right? And this is, I don't know, maybe more porous foam. And then because the Yum wax said it takes 5 to 10 minutes and then buff off, and the DIY says, you know, let dry to a white haze. I showed you the panel. In my opinion, that's a white haze. So I waited exactly 10 minutes and went in for the buff off. Now, some of the areas weren't too bad, but the buff off on the Yum was butter. Oh my God. Wow. No issues. It came off like it wasn't even there, right? And then the end was super, super slick. It feels like a ceramic coating. Like, it honestly feels extremely slick. DIY, you're buffing, right? You're Mr. Miyagi, wax on, wax off. You are buffing it, you know it's there. And then a few areas, which I put up on the screen, a few areas were harder to come off. And whether, you know, maybe it was applied a little bit more in that area, if you will, but like, I used the same amount, right? I used the 2 pea-sized drops and went back and revisited it with a little 3rd drop again and applied it because it was drying out on me, right? As I was moving to the new sections, I wasn't applying wax, so I had to apply more to the applicator. So I put that on, put it in, and then as you can see, it was like I was going over the area many times and it wasn't removing. It wasn't until I put pressure on it was when it finally started to come off. At the end, it's not very slick. I don't really notice much of a difference. Gloss is subjective. It's really not much of a DIY experience. You shouldn't have to fight wax that much. There you have it, guys. Drop your comments in the thread. Let me know your experience. I followed the instructions precisely. I've been putting on wax for last 20 years of my life. I'd like to say I know what I'm doing. Final shout out to Franco, Devil's in the Details. He sent me this bottle of wax. It was brand new, unopened. As you know, it sold out really quickly. So he sent this to me. So thank you, Franco. I appreciate it, guys. If you aren't subscribed to Franco's channel, please go check him out. I'll link his channel down below. Thank you so much for joining. We'll catch you in the next one. Bye, everyone.